Welcome to my YouTube channel, Road Rider. Today, we're diving deep into the 2025 Honda CB300R, a motorcycle that has been quietly building a loyal following over the past few years. Honda calls it a Neo Sports Café, and it's one of those bikes that look simple on the surface, but when you live with it, when you ride it day in and day out, you begin to appreciate just how carefully it's been put together. If you're considering this machine, stick around, because I'm going to give you an in-depth breakdown of everything from the design, performance, and comfort to how it stacks up against rivals, what's changed for 2025, and whether it's worth your hard-earned money. Let's start with the way this motorcycle presents itself. At first glance, the CB300R looks like a minimalist naked street bike. But if you look closer, you'll see a very deliberate design language. The round LED headlamp framed by that beefy fork gives it a modern retro look that Honda calls the Neo Sports Café styling: simple, stripped down, and very purposeful. For 2025, Honda has introduced fresh color schemes and subtle refinements to the finished tighter panel gaps, crisper edges on the tank, and slightly tweaked graphics that keep it looking modern without trying too hard. Like some bikes in this category that go wild with aggressive lines and decals, the CB300R keeps things clean and timeless, which means this bike will still look good years from now. Now, when you swing a leg over the CB3 road, you immediately notice how compact and light it feels. The seat height is approachable at around 31.5 inches, which makes it friendly for new riders and still comfortable for taller ones. The ergonomics are neutral, not too sporty, not too upright. Your back is straight, arms fall naturally on the wide bars, and your feet rest slightly rear set on the pegs. This balance makes it versatile. You can commute comfortably, carve corners on the weekend, and even stretch into light touring if you want. The seat cushioning is firm but not punishing, designed to give feedback from the road without becoming unbearable on longer rides. For 2025, Honda has made small improvements to the seat material, offering better grip and slightly improved padding, which will be appreciated during longer sessions in the saddle. But let's talk about what's under the tank, because that's where the CB300R really shines for its class. Powering this bike is a 286cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled DOHC engine. It's fuel-injected and tuned to deliver around 31 horsepower and about 27 newton-meters of torque. On paper, those numbers may not sound earth-shattering, but in reality, this bike's character is what makes it special. It's light tipping the scales at just around 317 pounds, 144 kilograms. That means the engine doesn't have to work too hard to move it. The power-to-weight ratio is excellent for a small displacement. Machine. Crack open the throttle, and the bike pulls eagerly, especially in the mid-range. The gearing is well-spaced, and you can ride comfortably in city traffic without constantly shifting. Out on the highway, it will cruise happily at 70 miles per hour, and it still has a little left if you need to overtake. For 2025, Honda has refined the fueling system to make throttle response even smoother, which helps new riders gain confidence and experienced riders enjoy a more polished ride. One of the standout features of this engine is how refined it feels. Compared to other singles in the segment, many small capacity bikes buzz and vibrate excessively at higher RPMs. But Honda has engineered this motor to be impressively smooth. You do feel a bit of character, of course. It is a single cylinder, after all, but it's never intrusive. The exhaust note is crisp and throaty for its size, especially with the updated muffler tuning for 2025. It gives you enough of a growl to feel sporty without being obnoxious or tiring on long commutes. Now let's talk about the suspension and handling, because this is where the CB3 really punches above its weight. At the front, you get a 41mm Showa separate function, big piston USD fork, which is a high-quality setup for this class of bike. At the rear, there's a monoshock that is preload adjustable. This combination delivers excellent feedback and control. The CHASSIS is a lightweight steel tubular frame, and because the whole bike is so light, it feels incredibly nimble. Flicking it into corners is effortless, and it holds its line beautifully. Whether you're weaving through city traffic or attacking a twisty back road, the CB3 Road feels agile, precise, and fun. Braking is handled by a single 296mm disc up front, with a radial mount, 4-piston caliper, and a 220mm disc at the rear. ABS is standard, and for 2025, Honda has upgraded to an IMU-based ABS system. The wheels are lightweight alloys wrapped in 17-inch tires, with a 110 section up front and a 150 at the rear. The tire profile gives you confidence-inspiring grip without compromising agility. For 2025, Honda has partnered with a new tire supplier to offer better all-weather performance, which is great news for riders who use this as their daily machine. Now, let's discuss the electronics and features, because this is where a lot of riders want to see value in a modern motorcycle. The CB300R comes with full LED lighting, headlamp, indicators, and tail lamp, which not only looks sharp, but also provide excellent visibility. One of the biggest strengths of the CB300R has always been its versatility. For new riders, it's approachable, forgiving, and confidence-inspiring. For experienced riders, it's lightweight, fun, and capable enough to be a serious commuter or weekend toy. It's not overwhelming, but it's not boring either. 2025 refinements, just polish what was already a very solid package. Fuel economy is another area where this bike shines. Thanks to the efficient single-cylinder engine and lightweight build, you can expect somewhere around 70 to 75 miles per gallon, depending on how aggressively you ride. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out, one.